I may be young, but my faith is as old as time itself. These were the words that silenced a studio and captivated a nation. When Karoline Leavitt, the 27-year-old press secretary, was accused of being a fake Christian, she didn't just defend herself, she redefined the conversation. In this video, we'll break down Leavitt's powerful response, exploring how her words resonated far beyond the realm of politics. From social media eruptions to water cooler debates, discover how one woman's unwavering conviction became a cultural touchstone in an age of skepticism. The studio fell silent as the host's accusation hung in the air like a heavy fog. "You're a fake Christian," he declared, his words cutting through the tense atmosphere. Karoline Leavitt, poised and collected, felt the weight of millions of eyes upon her. In that moment, her carefully crafted public image teetered on the brink of unraveling. As the seconds ticked by, Karoline's mind raced back to her roots in Atkinson, New Hampshire. She thought of the Catholic faith that had been the bedrock of her upbringing, the values instilled in her through years of Catholic schooling, the discipline, the importance of public service, and the unwavering commitment to her beliefs. All of these flashed through her mind in an instant. The host's smirk grew wider as he anticipated a fumbled response. But Karoline wasn't about to crumble under the pressure. She took a deep breath, feeling her resolve crystallize in that pivotal moment. Her journey from a small-town girl to a White House staffer had prepared her for challenges, but this was different. This was personal. Karoline met the host's gaze, her voice steady as she began her defense. She spoke of her Catholic education, not just as a set of classes she had attended, but as a formative experience that had shaped her very core. "My Catholic education taught me the importance of standing up for my beliefs, even when it's uncomfortable," she said, her words ringing with sincerity. As she continued, Karoline drew upon her experiences at St. Anselm College. She recounted how she had founded the school's first broadcasting club, not just as an extracurricular activity, but as a platform to express and defend her views. She spoke of the op-eds she had written, defending positions that aligned with her faith-based values, even when they were controversial. Karoline's defense wasn't just about refuting an accusation, it was about affirming her identity. She spoke of the pro-life values that had been ingrained in her from a young age, not as political talking points, but as deeply held convictions. Her words painted a picture of a faith that wasn't just for show, but one that had been tested and strengthened through challenges and public scrutiny. As she spoke, the studio remained captivated. Karoline's defense went beyond mere words. It was a testament to the power of authenticity in the face of cynicism. She drew parallels to other public figures who had faced similar accusations, not to deflect attention, but to illustrate the broader challenge of maintaining one's faith in the public eye. As Karoline's impassioned words resonated through the studio, a palpable shift occurred in the atmosphere. The host's skepticism, once a formidable barrier, began to crumble in the face of her unwavering conviction. What transformative power did her testimony hold that could turn a hostile interrogation into a moment of profound respect? Karoline's voice, steady and clear, carried the weight of her spiritual journey. She spoke of her faith not as a political tool, but as a guiding principle that had shaped her worldview and her approach to public service. "My faith is a guiding principle in my life and my work," she declared, her eyes alight with the passion of deep-seated belief. "It shapes how I view the world and my role in it." The host, still clinging to the remnants of his earlier accusation, interjected with pointed questions. But Karoline, drawing strength from the wellspring of her experiences, met each challenge with grace and authenticity. She recounted moments of doubt and triumph, of quiet reflection and bold action, each anecdote a building block in the edifice of her faith. As Karoline spoke, the audience sat captivated. Her words painted a vivid picture of a woman whose political acumen was inextricably intertwined with her personal convictions. She didn't shy away from the complexities of balancing faith and public life, instead embracing them as part of her unique journey. The tide of the interview began to turn. The host's skepticism, once sharp and unyielding, softened into something resembling grudging respect. Caroline's ability to articulate her faith under pressure not only disarmed her accuser, but transformed the entire narrative of the discussion. This wasn't just a politician defending her image. This was a woman baring her soul, inviting others to understand the core of her being. Political commentators would later note the significance of this moment. In an era where cynicism often reigned supreme, Caroline's passionate recounting of her spiritual journey had cut through the noise. She had done more than just weather an attack. She had turned it into an inspiring display of courage and authenticity. As the interview drew to a close, it became clear that something profound had transpired. The data suggested that politicians who openly discuss their faith often resonate more with voters, particularly among conservative audiences. But Caroline's impact went beyond mere political calculus. She had touched on something universal: the human desire for authenticity and the courage to stand firm in one's beliefs. Karoline Leavitt's unwavering defense of her faith has become a watershed moment in modern political discourse. Her courage under fire has sparked a nationwide conversation about authenticity and conviction in public life. Viewers, inspired by her steadfast resolve, are now examining their own beliefs and the strength required to uphold them in the face of adversity. The incident has left an indelible mark on the political landscape, challenging long-held perceptions of youth, faith, and sincerity in the public sphere. Experts suggest that this moment may herald a new era of religious discourse in politics, one where the authentic expression of personal beliefs takes center stage. As one commentator noted, this could lead to a more open dialogue about faith and its role in governance, potentially reshaping the political landscape. Leavitt's powerful testimony has resonated deeply with many, prompting thoughtful discussions about the necessity of faith in public life and its influence on political identity. Her ability to articulate her beliefs with grace and conviction has not only silenced her critics, but also opened the door for a more nuanced understanding of the intersection between personal faith and public service.